Make you light, because there's never a rough puff in a Lucky. Just think of that, friends. Luckies are always smooth, mild, and mellow every puff of the way. For you see, it takes fine tobacco to make a fine cigarette. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike, means fine tobacco. Now, fine tobacco costs more, and Luckies pay more. That's right. Luckies pay millions of dollars more than official parity prices to get ripe, mellow tobacco for your Lucky Strike. Just listen for a moment to what the tobacco experts say about the kind of leaf Lucky Strike buys. Take Mr. L. Garland Griffin, a tobacco auctioneer from Clarksville, Virginia, who recently said, "All in all, I've sold over 100 million pounds of tobacco. And season after season, I've seen Lucky Strike buy fine tobacco. Prime, ripe leaf. The kind of tobacco for downright good smoking. I've smoked Luckies regularly for 14 years. Now there's a tip for you, friends, from a man who really knows tobacco. So for your own deep-down smoking enjoyment, light up a Lucky. You'll agree with the tobacco experts, with the millions who choose Luckies for a finer, milder, smoother smoke. Yes, puff after puff, pack after pack. There's never a rough puff in a Lucky.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Noir Bar. And joining me at the bar this evening is FarZoosme. Far. How are you doing this evening? Or morning? No, evening for you.
I'm all right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then joining me as well at the bar, Dax Orien. Dax, welcome back. How are you? Oh, why is your volume down so low?
So I changed the mic so the aircraft carrier wouldn't affect you.
Okay, the only reason it did that, I think, is because I switched inputs, which canceled the noise gate for a second.
Well, we're gonna find out. I'll switch over, and then but go with the intro, and we'll work on it.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to Noir Bar. Just ignore Dax and his ability to disrupt any stream.
Help!
See, Cynic was the first one here, and we were all talking about how the hell Cynic found the stream because none of us could. It was bizarre. Yeah.
It was
Like,
legitimately like 30 videos down.
Yeah, like into the search, find the stream. Not my sub box, not my notifications.
I don't even understand. I launch a stream. It doesn't show up for me in my own channel or in though I've launched the stream. YouTube behind the scenes, the back end here is telling me that there's 2 people watching. That's it. Okay, whatever. Fuck. If the system wasn't broken, we wouldn't have a system at all. Anyway, ball potatoes here. Hey, ball potato. And Case, and all you need. And oh, Pete's here. What's up, Pete? Grimy Grinders is here. How you doing? Fuck yeah, lots of stuff going on this morning. So, yeah, I'm starting to get the ads in. I don't know if you guys caught that Lucky Strike ad, if anybody had the channel unmuted, but I'm starting to run like 1940s radio ads and shit for fun. I'm gonna rip off AP and include a little. Is it just me or is the band playing? Quiet down, guys. Fuck. Yeah. Supposed to be like late night atmosphere, not like Lindy hopping. Duck Dog says, what a bunch of assholes. Yeah. What is with you two?
My mother didn't love me enough.
And your excuse, Far?
I'm just this way.
Love it.
Atheist Icon says, I'm here, but I'm going to be lurking. That's fine. The majority of people that show up are just lurking, which is totally cool. I'm not even sure why I wanted to do a stream tonight. I don't think we're going to go very long. I think we're just going to have fun. Dax and I were talking, and I thought, hey, fuck it. Let's open the bar. Yeah. I'll be Teddy. I'll have an Irish coffee, double on the Irish. Speaking of drinks, I'm having a screwdriver with plenty of ice, so you're going to have to put up with me chewing ice. That's
Chewing ice?
Yeah.
And I settled for the Ezra Brooks Bourbon Whiskey, after all. I don't have wine.
You know what the Ezra Brooks?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at the moment I have it. So.
I wish I had bourbon. I mean, what I have is technically straight bourbon, but it's not worth the name. It just,
Wow.
yeah. Overholt? That doesn't. That's it's what you make mixed drinks with, but it's cheap and I'm poor, and you know how it is.
Problem with mixed. That's why you put them in mixed drink.
Yeah, and your volume's still crazy low. Oh.
I haven't switched over yet because I was waiting for us talking shit. Let's.
Just go ahead and fucking do it, for God's sake.
I'm doing it, you hyperbolic.
All right. We got a number of things that we can talk about tonight, but generally just barroom conversation and making fun of stupid stuff. I was reading a story, and I tweeted out about it too. CNN ran a story that a parasite that attacks the reproductive organs of millipedes is named after Twitter. And I'm like, how fucking perfect is that?
What's up with that?
It was discovered on Twitter, and I don't know what they mean by that. I really don't care. There's some kind of fungal parasite that attacks the reproductive organs of millipedes that was discovered somehow on Twitter. I don't even know what that means. And again, I don't care. It's just fucking perfect. Like, yeah, there's parasites all over Twitter that'll attack your reproductive organs. I don't know how the millipedes fit into the joke, but gotta work out somehow.
They're all insects to me.
There you go.
Not an aircraft carrier. It's not a B-52. Do I have to worry about an air raid?
Of all potatoes, doing absinthe and vodka shots?
Dangerously fun sound.
Yeah, that's pretty hardcore, man. Holy fuck. Jeez. Don't worry when I start hallucinating. It's fine.
Look.
Don't let the green fairy tell you to drink more.
Yeah. What's up, Rotten Corpse? So yeah, there's that. I like that there's a fungus named after a parasitical fungus named after Twitter. You guys know my opinion on Twitter. Twitter's a fucking sewer. And,
Right. Yeah. Twitter's a sewer.
yeah. You know how many parasitical fungi there probably are floating in your average septic tank sewer? Lots. It's a perfect name for it.
I mean, we see people jumping them all the time.
You see people jump in sewers?
Hey, you never watch YouTube videos of people like Jackass?
No.
But they're a lot of fun to watch. Will regret every moment of their life after doing it.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I can understand why. How would you ever forget that smell? Ugh. Anyways. So I went and swung by the New York Post because it's my favorite shitty tabloid. It ended up leading me to a bunch of other sites for some good laughs. I don't know if this story is funny or not, but the title kind of strikes me as funny. Maybe I'm just a sick person. Here.
Well,
Shut up, Dax. Oh, here. Let me share the screen with... I share it with chat first.
you're gonna share it with chat, but not us.
That's
wow,
right.
good host.
It'll happen. Hold on. Share screen. Share screen.
That's on him. I'm watching chat.
Share screen. There you go. Revealed. Missing North Carolina lesbian couple died from massive injuries after driving drunk, crashing a car into a swamp at 103 miles per hour.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty fast.
Oh. Yeah, no kidding. What the fuck?
Now,
They were adorable.
they really were an adorable couple. Look at that. It looks like a high school graduation photo brochure. You know what I mean? Have your photos taken by our company. A lifetime of memories. Don't think about the swamp death at over 100 miles an hour. Drunk.
What is it? What is it with lesbians and like driving to death?
Gonna say Thelma and Louise?
No, I'm thinking of another article from ages back of the lesbian couple that drove their car off a cliff.
Oh, with the kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Took their whole family with them. They adopted kids just to drug them and drive them off a fucking cliff.
Oh, I do remember that story. We'll drug them.
Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
fucking nuts. All right, let's find out what happened here. From News, KNEWZ News.
Oh my god.
I've got a little commentary about the internet after we get done with this story. You guys don't want to hear it beforehand, so let's just get the latest corona, blah, blah, blah. The newly engaged lesbian couple who went missing from their Wilmington, North Carolina home mid-April were drinking and driving 103 miles an hour. When they were killed in a one-car crash that left them hidden in a swamp, People magazine reports, authorities found the badly decomposed bodies of the missing lesbian couple, Stephanie and Paige, 27 and 25 respectively, in their totaled vehicle on May 5th, deep inside the woods off a North Carolina intersection. They were driving a gray 2013 Dodge Dart. I don't even know what that is.
It's a shitty car.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a terrible car.
The police indicated at a press conference, People reports that alcohol and speed were major factors in the wreck.
Wait, speed as in the amphetamine or the...
No, the velocity the car was going.
Why didn't they just say velocity then?
Because they weren't expecting you to be reading news.
They should only expect me to... Be catered to me and me alone. That's why CNN exists for liberals.
You want the news website to cater to you and you alone? Because it's a crap, it's a crap website, but it's for you, so it all works
we'd
out.
have so many more interesting articles about pizza, you wouldn't even know.
Anyways, a team of first responders searched the area for the car that night, but came up empty-handed at the time. Later, the police returned to the site and found the couple's car downed in a swamp near the intersection in question, with only part of the roof still visible. Thick vegetation blocked any view of the crash from the street. Although Stephanie and Paige were last seen on April 15th, their Wilmington, North Carolina housemate, under the mistaken impression one had to wait 72 hours to call in a missing persons report,
My god.
Oh my freaking god.
did not report the lesbian couple missing until April 19th. Why do you keep repeating that? Okay, they're lesbians.
The lesbian couple.
It makes it sound more Thelma and Louise, I guess?
They don't even get named. Isn't that sad?
That's the only
They're
important part.
fucking dead. They're fucking dead, and yet all they can say, all K News can say is like, the lesbian couple.
They were lesbians.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Well, and for, you know...
But did you know they were lesbians?
They were a cute lesbian couple that apparently both used teeth whitener. I mean, holy shit, we got some burning phosphorus going on here in this bitch. Alright, anyway.
I thought to answer the question is because I was given the button.
Ow. Nice. Hey, what's up, Unholy Reaper? As the Mirror reports, the FBI assisted local North Carolina law enforcement in searching for the missing lesbian couple. I'm just reading it. I'm not even putting that... I know I do that sometimes to fuck around, but it's just...
I know what you do. I know it's not you, it's just, I'm more K News.
Steve Jenkins,
Right.
Paige's sister, said the two women had just recently moved into their new home with another roommate. Miss...
Oh.
Yeah, it's a possible love triangle coming up. Miss Jenkins said, "My sister and I have struggled with our relationship since we were teens. We drifted and haven't... Drifted? Was that a joke at her manner of death? And haven't been involved much with one another in the last 10 years. Last Christmas, however, the sisters reconciled. Stevie, was looking forward to renewing her relationship with Paige even further. But fate had other plans. My God, the Mirror."
Wow, those writers suck.
Stephanie and Paige mysteriously cut off contact with their friends and family during a period leading up to their death. Only an hour before they went missing, the lesbian couple apparently purchased a 12-pack of beer at a North Carolina convenience store and had apparently already gone through several in the car by the time they crashed. The police believe the couple hurtled from the curb toward their watery graves in less than a second's time.
Oh my God. The parents need to do some suing because goddamn.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is so bad.
Oh my god.
I'm starting to like this guy.
Okay. Evidence showed that the Dodge Dart slammed into the curb at 103 miles per hour, police said. They then continued into the woods at 97 to 101 miles per hour, hitting the ground 115 feet off the road and skidding forward until it slammed into a tree 150 feet off the road. A lot of measurements in there.
Yeah, measurements and direct velocity number. What?
So wait, they slammed into a tree 150 feet off the road? The tree was in the middle of the swamp? How'd it get in the swamp? Well, let's keep reading, maybe we'll find out. This crash happened in the blink of an eye, the police indicated in a statement. From the time the vehicle hit the curb to the time of the collision, only 0.99 seconds had elapsed. That's extremely precise. I mean...
Wow, the person who did like the CSI stuff for this must have been extremely bored.
Yeah. According to the data the authorities have retrieved from the car's computer, the driver, Stephanie, was behind the wheel, hit the brake at the moment she hit the curb. This explains why the car left no skid marks on the road. When the car made impact with the tree, this snapped its battery, which immediately turned off lights or sounds that might have helped the search team when looking for the missing lesbians.
Oh my god.
I wish I was adding that in just fucking with you, Far, but that's what it says.
I know. That's the worst part. It's like, hard. The missing lesbian.
Yes. That might have helped the search team looking for the missing lesbians locate the wreckage deep in the North Carolina woods and the carnage within.
All the fuel.
Even the taillights were of no help, as they were blocked by thick vegetation. Captain Thomas Tillman of the Wilmington, North Carolina Police Department explained to NBC News why it took so long to find the missing lesbian couple. Tillman said the coronavirus pandemic is partly to blame for the more than 2-week delay between the couple's disappearance and the news conference. Quote, life is not going on at the Wilmington Police Department as simply as it did before the COVID-19 pandemic, he said. Stephanie and Paige died, authorities have determined, of traumatic head and chest injuries they suffered in the crash. The bodies of the missing lesbians are likely too decomposed to allow a proper toxicology report, but the North Carolina police are certain that alcohol played a role in their violent deaths. Do you like how they stuck lesbians in one last time in the final paragraph?
Everything ever.
Wow.
So cool though. Don't you want to be just like this guy? But the lesbian couple, the lesbians.
Yeah, it's a. Grim says who wrote this. Yeah, is there a name attached? Nope, just coolnews.com wrote it.
That's definitely cool news, man. That's cool. Cool that the lesbian couple died.
They are exceptionally lesbian. I mean, let's just for the sake of fun do a.
Not argue.
Yes.
Oh yeah, please.
Okay, let's just count. I just did like a Control F for lesbian, right?
You also lied about the speed.
There's 11 matches on this fucking page, man.
7.
So happy for whoever wrote this that they will definitely receive their prize in the mail.
Holy fuck, that's great. And I mean, this is how they're gonna be known forever. That's just like whenever anyone searches their name, Paige and whatever, it's just gonna be the missing drunken lesbians who died in a swamp. Again, it didn't really explain. Okay, so crashed into a tree 150 feet off the road. All right, where's the swamp? Get involved.
I wonder if they had a hydroplane or if they crashed on a curb that led to like worn grass that led down into the trees only. They told us everything else, like, and they went this far, this fast, and this high. I'm not going to tell you the dimension, actually, how they got to that point. Just, our guess.
So you get this news, N-E-W-Z here. But this is the future of the internet, guys. I mean, like, I know it seems like this, but like BuzzFeed, I was just talking to FAR, BuzzFeed Australia and UK, BuzzFeed News just shut down.
Yay.
And that's what I said. I was like, this is great fucking news, because fuck BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed's complete fucking trash. But get this, that only constituted 14 people losing their jobs.
I mean, I feel bad that you lost their jobs when your job is to spread so much information into the word. Go find something better to do.
I hear you, But you would think that it's larger than that, but it's not. The people that are writing the, infinite lesbian saga here they're sitting at home on their fucking iMac. You know what I mean? And that's who constitutes BuzzFeed News. You think they're in some kind of, you get like a movie image of like Lois Lane at the top of the Daily Planet from Superman 1978, right? Room full of reporters, somebody yelling out copy and so forth, and off to stop the presses. And no, it's just a bunch of idiots on their fucking laptop. That's when you let everybody go. I mean, were they even being paid? That's what I'd like to know. I mean, have you ever read a BuzzFeed News article? Clearly they don't have an editor.
Yeah.
This is the fucking future of the way news is going to be delivered online. I mean, that article that I was telling you about the parasite that takes over, that's attacking millipede reproductive organs, that was from CNN. Yeah, it's just that's the, and when I clicked on the article, because I'm like, what? I just wanted to see it, and I was kind of scrolling through it, and you see all the little articles down the side that they're suggesting you to read. It's all pure trash clickbait that would be right at home on BuzzFeed. So BuzzFeed News can dissolve. There's going to be 100 little websites like News to take its place. Look forward to it.
I am.
Remember the Carolyn Konsnar video we were watching, Far? Where she's talking and she's saying, I got really big and my channel exploded, and then I realized that I don't really want a part of that. I don't really want to be famous. And this is the direction social media is moving. In 10 years, the internet is going to just be completely full to the rafters of nothing but young people without much particular talent doing generalized content trying to be famous.
Yeah.
Trash clickbait news and TikTok style stuff trying to go viral in no particular way, just a very generalized way, trying to become famous, trying to become influencers. It's going to be full of 12 to 21-year-olds, young people, like she said, attempting to, grab a whole fuck ton of subs and news sites like this. BuzzFeed bullshit. Like, I don't have, like, much faith in the direction the internet's going, guys.
Get the word in.
Oh, fuck yes. Absolutely. Functional's here, and all you need, and Ryan Walters and number one. All right, tell me about it. Remember that girl?
Influence. What do you influence? 9-year-olds? Congratulations.
It's good enough. You've heard me make that point again and again. There isn't much real division in terms of what ads run before what thing. You've got literally car ads running before children's unboxing shows on YouTube. Because that kid really wants that Honda, that Audi.
He wants a Geo.
Yeah, but it's always been like that. Like, not even just go to any flash game website thing that's geared specifically towards children. Chances are that they will have ads playing before games, and those ads are like related to things like kids aren't even going to be.
Yeah. I remember.
So it's always been a thing of like, why am I seeing this car ad before my shitty dress up game? It's kind of how the internet is.
I remember watching for like a month straight Crowder show on Thursdays. He was talking about it for a month straight before his stream started. They were running ads for a Muslim dating site.
Oh yeah.
What? He found, and this just tickled him pink. He thought it was hilarious. Like, his show of all shows, right? You're running an ad for a Muslim singles dating website. Just not a lot of Muslims watching Steven Crowder, unless they want to see.
There's a YouTuber I watch who he makes a lot of videos that are, calling out MLMs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And several times on those videos, the ads playing are for the MLM she's calling out.
Really?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's quite common, apparently.
Oh, before I forget, down in the description, you can find the links to all of our Streamlabs. Well, okay. You can find the link to my Streamlab. You can find the link to Dax's Streamlab. You can find the link to Far's merch store. Buy your shit.
Awesome shit.
Yeah. And as was listed starting last stream, all of the dollar amounts for the pop-ups that people were asking for are also listed down there by the tip to the bartender amount and what pop-up they end up bringing up if you are interested in such a thing. And then anyone who is, I'm very appreciative. Furthermore, on your way into the bar, please feel free to hit that like button and share, because that's extremely helpful. If you don't have money to donate, hey, COVID-19, who has money? Believe it or not, it is extremely helpful to help in the recommends and with the algorithm and all that shit. I try and play all these games with the tags for my videos. Hey man, if people aren't liking your videos and engaging with them, it doesn't matter what you tag it with. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Dude, why did that horn player sound like fucking loud? Quiet down, buddy. I know you guys can't hear the music, but it's like blasting.
Keep saying that, but I can definitely hear it.
You can hear it in the Hangout right now?
No, not in the Hangout.
Oh.
I tell you, I always have the chat stream page up, whatever you want to call it. So I can always monitor when, like, say we lack for one.
Crazy. Okay. It doesn't bother you to hear your own voice echoed with a 10-second, 15-second delay?
Nope.
Crazy. That would drive
Really?
me nuts.
Nope, doesn't bother me.
Huh. Oh, and thank you to Evolved Potato for posting our links. Saw that earlier. Much
Give
appreciated.
this bud.
Let's move on to a different article here. This one is just in prime. Hold on, I'm doing it. I'm working on it. Yeah, Ron Corpse is absolutely right. If you've got time to watch this stream, you have $10. Because if you're saying that you don't have $10, what you're really saying is that you're so poor at managing your money, at least until the time that you get sick of me saying things like this, unsub from me, and then I'll do a stream apologizing for everything that I shouldn't have engaged in that bad faith argument. Fucking Invader V, man. Zombie Teddy says, what music? Don't play with my mind. When things collapse, right? You have MySpace. It was the biggest fucking thing in the world for like 2-3 years, whatever length of time it was. I was never on there, so I don't know. And then it completely fell apart. And people assume that the site collapsed, and they're surprised to find out that their MySpace pages still exist or still up on the web. Wouldn't it be nice to hear that like eThoughterly just collapsed? That entire business model just fell the fuck apart for the people doing it?
I will always hate Ethan. Sorry, there's no, like, simping just... Gotta be some kind of special kind of pathetic to get that much of a rush out of saying, oh my god, the chick I want to bang in my brain said hi to me. I gave her $20. Gave her $20 to say hi, you fucking moron. God. It's the days when you can just send, like, their managers a letter and maybe you'll get a response. You don't know it's them for sure, but you can always say, hey, I got a letter back from them.
Thank you, Unholy Reaper, for the $25. Very generous. And of course, Naked Eva Green on a bed comes up for that. Here you go. Business is good. You know, I'm very happy to hear that business is good for Unholy Reaper, because he builds guns for a living, which is
Awesome.
pretty fucking sweet, I gotta say. You know, if anyone needs an Instagram account, it's that guy. Do you have an Instagram account, Unholy Reaper?
XCR gun. Definitely need.
Well, I'd love to see them in mid-build. Like, here's before I started, like this array
I
of
watch,
just
like,
parts on
things
it.
all the time. When somebody's building a sword, I will sit there and watch it.
I'm totally down for this. Yeah. He said way earlier in the chat that he was working on something, returning it to full auto. It must be one of the transferable firearms, I think they call them. I don't have nearly enough money to look into how legally registered full auto firearms work in terms of the law around them. Okay, here, take a look at this article, guys. Thank you.
How I
again.
get a notification for the stream?
Jesus Christ.
I got one a while back. I just forgot to mention. I did.
Hey, RVA Dar, how's it going? Okay, now look at this for a second. NASA scientists detect evidence of a parallel universe where time runs backwards. Okay.
Run backwards.
What is this, like that Red Dwarf?
You watch Red...
everywhere.
Wait a minute, wait. You watch Red Dwarf?
I grew up on Red Dwarf.
I didn't know that.
Saved few tapes of it. But yes!
Oh.
You watch the back to Red. But it was a biography that she had got to do.
So the
You know exactly what right? That one episode where they like they jump through the wormhole, it is, and time's running backwards.
I prefer to think of it as the Star Trek original animated series where time is running backwards. But yes, the counterclock incident. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm sure. Like the Red Dwarf one too.
Okay.
Shut up, Dax. You know what I'm talking about. What made me click on this article to begin with is this is the New York Post, so I can't really fault them. I use articles from the New York Post to talk about for our barroom chat here because it's such a trashy tabloid. That's what I love
It's
about
a tabloid.
it. Oh, fuck yeah. All the way. They have a page 6. It's like, news and entertainment. They've just got the balls to admit what they are. Like, we're a trashy tabloid. We're going to have something about Meghan Markle every 3 days because why wouldn't we? Kim Kardashian's in here every second week or every week just because why wouldn't we? But they're engaged in the clickbait, but look how obvious it is. This is what I thought it says, NASA detects evidence of parallel universe that's probably better than the one we're in. And I click on it. And look at the actual headline. NASA scientists detect evidence of a parallel universe where time runs backwards. That's better than the one we're in?
How would that be better?
But their website is so broken. They put the clickbait ad as a recommend right next to the actual headline. Look. I wanted to bring up the previous page to show you guys what I had intended to click on, but they saved me the trouble by recommending me the article I'm currently looking at, and there's the evidence that they're fucking bait and switching you. Fucking New York Post, man.
I am drunk, so drunk, I cannot get up.
So is it better because it's running backwards? So that means all those people that die from being shot have the fucked out of them and then they're just miraculously back to life? Is that what it is?
I just suffer unbirth.
Or is it
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they're just happy it's a Benjamin Button universe. Maybe it'll say so in the article. Thank you, Duck Dog, for the 223. For more even, dependable, longer-lasting heat, buy blue coal. Yes, friends, buy blue coal. You know it's quality because it's blue. Enough of that. All right, let's see.
I love breaking apart.
I could not have trampled all over Polly's ad better if I tried.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't even my ad. You trampled all over Duck Dog's generous tip to the bartender. For God's sake. Don't you realize tips is what keeps this fucking place open? Let me show you guys something.
It had to be.
You look back there, you see that fireplace burning back there. What do you think's in there? Blue coal! It's longer lasting, better heat. This is 1942. You could get coal from anybody. You know, the Chinaman down the street. You could go buy it from the guy who's scamming the government and selling it off to the side instead of giving you your rebate coupons. No, we here at Noir Bar buy only quality blue coal. It's blue. That's how you know it's better. I can still hear you snickering, Far. Stop it.
I was gonna do it again too. I had to stop myself. It's just holding it back, like, don't mention blue pancakes.
Oh shit. Drink a juice box. Okay, we got we have a article to read. In a scenario right out of the Twilight Zone. In a scenario right out of the Twilight Zone, or perhaps Red Dwarf, a group of NASA scientists working on an experiment in Antarctica have detected evidence of a parallel universe where the rules of physics are opposite of our own, according to a report. Really? The concept of a parallel...
Physics-
What?
I want to argue with them. Okay, continue.
Yeah, I just... Yeah, Functional's right. Sorry, China person down the street that's selling his off-brand coal.
Yeah.
The concept of a parallel universe has been around since the early 1960s, mostly in the midst of fans of sci-fi TV shows and comics. But now, a cosmic ray detection experiment has found particles that could be from a parallel realm that was born in the Big Bang, the Daily Star reported.
The Parallel, is that because you talked about the China?
Yeah, that's probably what happened. The experts used a giant balloon to carry NASA's Antarctic Impulsive Transient Antenna, or ANITA, high above Antarctica, where the frigid, dry air provided the environment with little or no radio noise to distort its findings. Okay, so frigid ANITA. A constant wind of high-energy particles constantly arrives on Earth from outer space. Low-energy subatomic neutrinos with a mass close to zero can pass completely through the Earth, but higher energy objects are stopped by the solid matter of our planet, according to the report. That means that higher energy particles can only be detected coming down from space. But the team's ANITA detected heavier particles, so-called tau neutrinos, which come up out of the Earth. The finding implies that these particles are actually traveling backwards in time, suggesting evidence of a parallel universe, according to the Daily Star. You keep saying that. Was the Daily Star guessing, or did the report even not say that at all? Right. Principal ANITA investigator Peter Gorham. What's that?
I was agreeing with
I stopped calling it Anita because I only do that to one terrible thing in the.
Yeah, I hear it. Principal Big Balloon investigator Peter Gorham, an experimental particle physicist at the University of Hawaii, suggested that the only way tau neutrino could behave that way is if it changed into a different type of particle before passing through the Earth and then back again. Gorham, lead author of a Cornell University paper describing the odd phenomenon, noted that he and his fellow researchers had seen several of these impossible events, which some were skeptical about. Not everyone was comfortable with the hypothesis, he told The New Scientist. The simplest explanation for the phenomenon is that at the moment of the Big Bang, 13.8 billion years ago, two universes were formed. Ours, and the one that from our perspective is running in reverse with time going backwards. Of course, if there are any inhabitants of any possible parallel universe, they'd consider us the backwards ones. But we're the ones stuck with Trump, so clearly they are better off.
Is that what it says?
No.
Ah, damn it.
Quote, "We're left with the most exciting and boring possibilities," said Ibram Safa, who they brought on just so they could say the team was diverse, who also worked on the experiment. That's it. That's the final. Yeah, they just want to jam some guy in there named.
it?
Yeah, that's where it ends. "We're left with the most exciting and most boring of possibilities," said Ibram Safa, who also worked on the experiment. End of article.
What if the particles are just... Never mind. We're not going into particle physics. But I'm pretty sure they're wrong.
Hey, what's up, TOS? I don't know. So you said you were going to disagree with them?
Yeah, I'm going to disagree. Because they think the easiest solution here is that it's a backwards universe somewhere. It does not imply the existence.
Well, they only said two universes. They didn't say that there was multi.
It was still multi.
I mean, yeah, but you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Theremin sounds amplify, right? Woo! Now, I mean, they've been looking for, the idea of particles that move faster than the speed of light, i.e. move backwards in time, and those are supposedly neutrinos. Which makes you wonder how the Starship Enterprise has neutrino detectors and so forth. Like, how you doing that, guys? How you detecting something that's physically impossible to measure except by secondary effects?
They're gauging for the effects and not the actual event.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff ended up coming... We ended up having to go through a lot of experimental physics, believe it or not. do my philosophy undergrad. Because physicists of this sort they're playing in the backyard of metaphysics because they don't have any structures with which to answer the questions that they're asking. And I'm not saying that they're not running extremely high-end experiments. That's not the claim at all. It's just you are playing in the backyard of metaphysics when you start conducting experiments that cannot be falsified and do not have you cannot offer a null hypothesis to attempt to disprove. You're just attempting to grab tau neutrinos and then speculating as to what it means off of that. So what if there is a particle that can move faster than light? What does that mean for physical theory in terms of the measurable effects of things? Can you say that something exists that doesn't have width, height, length, mass? It can't be located in time nor space. Can you say that it exists? Well, if you're a strict materialist...
Heisenberg uncertainty principle all over again.
Well, yeah, you'd have to say no if you were a staunch materialist, which some people end up being. It's much easier just not to be a materialist. Yeah, unless you're like those people that think like, math has some kind of physical existence, but we don't want to get into that because these people are just...
1 + 2 = chair. That makes it physical.
I don't know. Yeah, that's not a road we want to fall down. Far knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, there's I brought that up not so much for the neutrino content or the experimental content, but for the fact that what is it with you, New York Post, and your bait and switch clickbait titles? It's better than the one that we're in, and it's like how, which is what I asked and I clicked on. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, how's it better than the one that we're in? And so I clicked on it because I wanted to know how, and I got suckered in as per their plan.
Talking about like solar death or whatever, in which case, how does that work in the first universe? It's only a speculation. It can't possibly be a confirmed theory. As of yet.
Oh, there's always the promissory note. We can speculate in any way we want, and science will tell us whether it's right eventually. Oh, yeah, right. But
someday it'll be true, right?
It reminds me of whenever the promissory note of science, which they call it in philosophy, comes up. Like one day the answer will be given. Even if we don't understand it now, we'll understand eventually, because there were things back in the day that we didn't understand, but now we understand now thanks to experimental designs in science. Or questions we didn't have answers to that we now have. Okay. But there were also things that were quote-unquote proven to be true by science that were thus demonstrated to be false, which is the basis of Kuhn's pessimistic meta-induction argument. Science was wrong in the past. It's wrong right now and will likely be wrong again in the future. I remember Seth MacFarlane being asked about this when he said, science is how people should guide their lives, like the Family Guy do, the Million and One Ways to Die in the West guy, the hack comedian guy. A multi-billionaire guy.
Budgie.
I am because he's an idiot. He's a loudmouth. He's best friends with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I mean, what more evidence do you need? He's butt buddies with Neil deGrasse Tyson because they're both hardcore atheists that love to shoot their mouth off about it and then just say, well, I'm backing up what I'm saying on science. Really? It doesn't sound like you are. It sounds like you're taking a bunch of random speculations on your worldview and standing on the shoulders of people that are actually achieving something in the field of science and saying, yeah, me too.
Well, as an out of conversation, it's possible to be both a scientist.
Well, of course it is. I'm not even making that argument. Like whether they're I know atheists that are they're easy to get along with. I'm just making a comment about their personalities. They're both just pricks. That's all I'm saying. They're just condescending assholes.
They're both.
Yeah, it's just the condescension that I can't stand from them. So anyway, Seth MacFarlane said, science will tell science when science is wrong. That's a quote. Because there can be no other source to tell science when it's wrong. What happens if you're misapplying science to something that science can't answer? It's an experimental design. It can't answer every question that somebody has. What is the more just outcome of a legal proceeding? There's no science. You can't subject that to a scientific experiment. As one example amongst damn near infinite examples. Science is great and reliable for what it's for. And when you attempt to, in my opinion, when you attempt to apply it to everything and turn it into a quasi-religion, like Seth MacFarlane says, it should be the main guiding principle in your life. Like, wait, what? How? How would you... what? Did you marry your wife based on science? Like, that doesn't even make sense. It was just a stupid statement. To keep the gene pool tight? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh. That's
Yeah.
weird.
I'm glad she's with me on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just okay. But think about it. Science will tell science when science is wrong. But that means science is wrong in an ongoing way. Yeah, but it'll be able to demonstrate when it's wrong. You just condemned yourself
Yeah,
to
I
an
was just gonna
ongoing
say, what?
circle of misinformation. Don't you realize that? No, he doesn't.
Awareness equals 0.
Oh well. And people didn't come here for this. Or my drunken rambling about sciences.
Well, they expect a higher class of scientific.
They do?
Oh, not at all.
No.
No.
I mean, maybe from you and me. I mean,
Right? Right. Okay. Enough of this science-y talk. Let's talk about this woman.
What?
sweet.
Here we are. Instagram model couldn't sit for months after her botched butt lift.
What?
Let's... Bless you, New York Post. You're so trashy. On the same page, NASA detects parallel universe Instagram butt model. And I'm like, yeah. Like, do you guys understand why I bring the New York Post into the bar? It's like, you know, I'm behind the bar pouring drinks, everybody's smoking and having a good time. And I'm like, guys, look at this. Look. It's
You know what?
I think I need
Considering
stronger
everything that
stuff.
I probably showed you, this is probably fair.
Holy shit, look at that. I thought she was making this up. Fans
What?
beg for release of rumored butthole cut of Cats movie. I thought Weibo was making that shit up.
You
No.
don't understand the furry
You
community.
didn't know?
I thought she
No,
was
there's
kidding
an
with
actual
me.
Butthole cat. There's a butthole cut of a cat out there.
Wait, that thing's real? I thought it was just a request.
No, it's real. Because no, what happened was
I kinda wanna
like
see that.
once they'd finished like putting it together, someone noticed it and they're like, get rid of all the butthole. So somewhere out there, floating in the ether somewhere, there is a copy of Cats. Yeah, they all have buttholes. This is.
I
You guys didn't know that was real?
no, I did. Hold on, really quick. Thank you, Evolved Potato, for the tip to the bartender. But what if scientists don't like the answers that science gives them? Like that climate change shit that is anti-science, but the scientists don't care. Well, you make it sound as if scientists, once they achieve that name and have a degree in, quote, hard science, that they're subject to the same failings and ideological fallibilities that we all are. They're not. They're not Evolved Potato. They become perfect. You didn't know that? So it's the butthole cut. Yes. Yeah, as close as we're gonna get, am I right? When you replace high priests with guys in lab coats, you know you haven't really like gotten any better. You've just sort of changed who your worldview describers are. Anyway, Weibo Jones she says, you want to watch the Cats musical movie? I want to review it for my channel. I'm gonna have a bunch of my patrons over on my Discord to watch it. What's that?
I don't want little bro to review that movie. Enough pain in our lives already.
You did.
She did.
Did.
So
She's
with the
already done it.
butthole.
Well, she's got this series she calls
Oh.
I watched X, so you don't have to. I watched Cat, so you don't have to. Right? So anyway, she talked me into it, so I went over there and watched Cats, and she was telling me about the butthole cut. So, and Far's not wrong. Apparently, there's a butthole cut floating around out there online.
But I don't know if it's
Well,
online.
not yet. Not online.
That's the thing. I don't know if it's actually online, but it's.
I just said in the editor's studio
it's in
or
the
whatever.
vault somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Like
they're gonna be buttholes,
somewhere
I want
out there, it
nipple.
exists.
How do you tell which one's a boy or a girl without the cat like saying?
Well, the cats have human women titties. The female cats.
Oh, can we see their nipples?
No, they're smoothed over
Then I
and
don't want
light.
to watch.
Yeah, it's like the Ghost in the Shell film. You know?
First of all, tread on some light water there. I love Ghost.
So do I. I'm a big fan. It's one of the few animus that I really, really dig. It was, and the movie, although the animated feature, of course, from '95 was much, much better. I didn't have any particularly big problem with it.
Oh, I loved it. That was my introduction to like the more adult anime anyway. Well, that and like Dark City.
Well, if you don't want to talk about your history with hentai, that's fine.
First of all, that's borderline hentai, and I will appreciate it if I want to.
Okay, so Instagram model's butt was botched, and she couldn't sit for months. An Instagram model says a botched Brazilian butt lift left her unable to sit for 6 months.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, it was very painful. Shilpa Sethi, who has led with her mammoth backside in sexy photos to land 1.2 million followers on the site, said the Daily Mail. The 25-year-old New Delhi woman said she spent $10,000 to get the booty boosting surgery in Miami about 5 years ago. I have always admired a curvy body, and I was very flat at first, said the influencer. Ugh. Ugh.
Already hate this woman.
Ugh. Who explained that her enhanced assets are the key to making a living, which includes an X-rated website only accessible for a fee. Unfortunately, the doctor turned out to be a bum.
Okay, compared to the writer from earlier, this one...
Yeah, right?
I chose him based on what I later discovered to be fake reviews, Sethi said. She said the butt lift, which involved taking fat from her waist and injecting it into her bottom, left her with a lopsided backside and excruciating pain. Quote, I wasn't able to sit on my butt for months, she told the Mail, which she said was half a year before... Yes, I know, 6 months is half a year. Before she could comfortably rest her booty again, thanks to 3 more surgeries costing her a total of 60 grand. Now, quote, fans say I have the best butt, especially when it jiggles and makes them go crazy, Sethi said. And it's all because of my fat. It's really soft, too. Would you like to see a picture of her?
Is this an expose of the
There
fraud?
it
Or
is.
is this her just advertising herself?
Yeah, this is just her advertising herself. Go to my Instagram.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Our chat, you can see a little bit better. Yeah.
a terrible butt.
You realize people are like looking at
It
your
looks-
butt like for the reason we are right now. My God, woman, what did you do to yourself? Like,
She was probably super attractive before. Like, she's pretty fake.
yes, she does.
You had to ruin it with a Kim Kardashian ad.
Oh well, that's not a Kim Kardashian ass. That's like a sideshow freak of nature ass that she had to artificially get done from Dr. Bum.
Bum.
Well, that's what it said in the article. It's
Can
just-
we please turn that into like a, I don't know, like a reality TV show on one of those trash networks?
Yeah, I mean, and
Hi, I'm Dr. Bum.
like if let's say
I'm
that I
literally
had,
a bum.
let's say I had a super big website. Let's say I had a super big website where people were like massive Patreon and 50,000 views for every video that was put up. So you've got a budget, like an actual operating budget. You're not just paying your internet fees and stuff with it. You don't think I'd go to OnlyFans and like edit up this ridiculous person dancing? I would, just for the laughs of the stream viewers. Like, I think that's what everyone else is doing. They're looking at you in the way that you look at a car crash, lady. Or Chris Chan, yes. I mean, very, very, very strange. Remember when Chris Worski, or no, the other one, Andy Worski, he went and bought access to the fans pages, the OnlyFans pages for the 2 girls that had complained about Onision that had gone on Chris Hansen?
No, because I stopped following him.
So, I found out about that from somebody else, and I'm like, did he really do that? Is he really that? Kind of like, I want to get in on this Onision thing because like his name had been trending because Chris Hansen started like talking to every woman that he had allegedly abused, etc., etc. And 2 of the girls that he had allegedly abused went and started OnlyFans pages and leave it to Andy Worski to figure out how to bottom feed off of it. He goes and takes his own fucking money, buys their OnlyFans, and then does an OnlyFans review of them.
Huh. I
Really
don't know how I feel
bizarre.
about that.
That's the level that man's operating at this point. Oh yeah, that's there.
Huh.
That's the whole article. Crazy butt lady. There she is. Yeah, Functional says it's a modern day circus. Exactly. She's a sideshow, man. This is like the bearded lady or Bat Boy or whatever the fuck.
God, I hope she's not bearded in the front.
Jesus Christ. Why did you... I didn't need to think about that.
Well, if she's going to go to that whose lengths to get that butt,
Mhm.
then I don't think she's going.
That's presumptuous.
Yeah, I felt before I clicked off the page I needed to bring in the happy bird on this one. Okay, so thank you again to Evolved Potato. Greatly appreciated. Just, oof. I should have really brought in Happy Bird for that lesbian article. I just didn't think it was going to go in that trashy of a direction from news. You know,
I mean, Robert should have known.
I saw it, and I didn't even think about it until I brought it up for chat to see. Like, I didn't think about how it was spelled, because that's just so twisted and contorted of a word to it. Why didn't you just go with NEWZ? Well, because somebody already used it. Let's go with the K. That'll be better.
Probably.
Yeah. I close that. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm looking for something here.
Okay, I don't know.
You pick a topic. I picked the last one.
Do you think Dr. Bum has good bedside manner?
I'm pretty sure he must have to, because eventually you're going to run into that one lady who wants work done. You know they're going to be a toot.
Do we?
You can't make them feel self-conscious. They already feel self-conscious enough to get a butt. Their toot cannon on top of it.
You know what? I was about to
Yeah.
take Happy Bird away, but then I discovered two other articles where, no, we need Happy Bird.
Are we going to go over the website at some stage?
Yes, we are, but in the meantime, let's talk about these two articles. Let me go to the screen here. Share. Putting potatoes up your butt won't cure hemorrhoids, doctors warn.
Well,
See what I mean?
wow.
Happy Bird needs to stay.
I wasn't expecting.
I'd be concerned if you were. How would anybody expect that? It's just, for
Stand
Christ's
by what I
sake.
said. Broken bar is best bar.
Wait, a potato can be pretty fucking big. Are we talking big potatoes or little potatoes?
That's
the logistics of essence.
let's yeah. Don't ask for details. My God.
Sorry, it's cutting them off. I'm like, what are they?
Let's find out. Oh, the first line is an ace. Potatoes only belong in one human hole.
Are these French fries going in too? Because now I'm curious.
Doctors are starting to get very concerned about people who subscribe to a dangerous home remedy touted on numerous websites, which involves inserting a potato into the rectum.
Is this advertising group?
Right? Credible medical professionals are emphasizing that this will not, in fact, help with hemorrhoids, also known as piles. Gross.
Okay.
Yeah. Quote, there's no medical evidence of putting frozen potatoes inside the... Oh, they're frozen too, huh? I didn't realize that.
Wait, frozen.
They are French fries. I don't know anybody who eats regular potato. Are they steak fries or regular fries? If they're waffle fries, are they?
Thank you, RVA Dar, for the tip. Greatly appreciated. Polly, the butts just keep coming. I just... yeah. I it was...
Welcome to the butt stream.
All about the butt stuff.
Look at the stuff that they keep. The beloved goat with 2 faces tragically dies. I'm not clicking on that,
These guys
guys.
are the best site ever.
I am not clicking on that.
The Post site?
No, this is still the New York Post, man. This is,
We're posting on the news.
we haven't left the New York Post yet.
Developed it. Gosh, for a palate cleanser from that ass story, check the hashtag Noir Bar. I shall do that.
Nice. Oh yeah, hashtag Noir Bar is back up and running, and I've got some new 40s and 50s girly pinups that I finished cleaning up a little bit and having some fun with in Photoshop. So I'll be posting those soon. But yeah, the hashtag Noir Bar is back up and running, and fuck those trendy bars in England that want to use Noir Bar. It's ours, and they can't have it back.
And if you want to see little previews of the whole sketch page that I'm doing for this
Oh really?
lovely stream.
I didn't even think about that. You're doing a sketch page? That there's gonna be a lot of butts on that sketch page.
It's gonna be potatoes and waffles and awesome.
Surprisingly, I haven't done butts or I have drawn Evolved Potato.
Oh no! Evolved Potato, don't get wrapped up in this story, man. Whatever you do.
That's messed up.
Oh wait, I didn't.
Sorry, Bob.
Yeah, we need to be clear about this. This is Evolved Potato's a patron of the bar. We are not talking about Evolved Potato's anal interests here. This is totally different.
With an Asian butt, he might be all for it.
Okay, let's just see where this goes. Quote, there's no medical evidence that putting frozen potatoes inside your anus can help cure piles, so I would urge caution to anyone thinking of doing it, Dr. Diana Gall tells Wales Online. Noting to those suffering from the condition can attempt to treat it at home in a number of ways, but sticking frozen spuds up their butt is not one of them.
You know, I have to wonder how many people are actually doing this. To the point of where they're having to tell, like, same with, like, you remember years back now, like, all those posts you're seeing of, women don't shove beehives up your vagina.
Yeah, and pine cones, too,
like,
at one
that
point.
Shit, it
was
reminds
just...
me of that.
Yeah.
You know?
Stop shoving stuff up your snooch and butts, people, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, like, how many people are doing this? Where it is necessary for people to come out and be like, not just anyone though, professionals having to come out and say, don't do that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Those holes are for dongs only.
She doesn't go into detail on the possible consequences of at-home remedies, thankfully, but one would think there is enough cautionary tales to discourage such efforts. Oh my god. That's a clickable link. One would think there are enough cautionary tales. I don't think I want to click on that either.
Oh no, do we want to know?
Do you want a cautionary tale of sticking spuds up your butt?
I can stand to hear a little more.
I kind of was curious about how they would even cut it.
Yeah,
it's awful. This is so stupid, but it's not as if...
It's
not as if they're shoving something that's like...
Careful where you're going with this.
Going... Alright, something like that's sharp or anything. It's a potato.
But it's frozen.
Yeah, but how do you get it out? What?
Yeah, that too.
I don't want to go
But
on.
it's like, on a potato? Wait, you're talking about extraction now. I mean, it's in their blood. Just give it time.
There's no digestive enzymes up your butt. You can't just leave it there.
Stuff has to come out eventually. Enough pressure is going to happen, and they're going to poop cannon. Like a potato launcher. That's what it is.
I did not need those mental images.
Best thing I thought.
Watching.
Arno has to draw a poop cannon. I end it.
I am not drawing a poop cannon.
Oh, come on.
You I do not want it.
No.
Someone bent over and there's a pow right out of No, we don't need that.
Look, I am fairly blessed with the fact that my mind does not work very well with images. I'm not drawing that out on a page, so then I have to imagine it. No.
Picture afterwards.
All right, here we go. Let's just finish this article off. Okay, quote, piles often go away on their own after a few days, but there are some tried and trusted ways to keep them at bay, she says. You should drink plenty of fluids and maintain a fiber-rich diet and try having regular warm baths to ease the itching and pain. If home treatments don't work, she adds, those hemorrhoids should go on their way to the doctor and not begin prescribing to increasingly outlandish cures instead of embarrassment. Piles can be irritating, etc., etc. The advice stems from the fact that potatoes have an astringent property, which is a theory that which in theory can serve to constrict bodily tissue, but in this case it's ineffective. Strange as it sounds, a poultice made from grated potato is astringent and soothing, one site advises. Okay, here we go. Here's the details. And I'm beginning to understand what Alex has been saying up until now about the Welsh. Just saying. Quote, insert the frozen potato slice into your anus and leave it inside for 30 seconds. Another site quoted...
So it's a slice? It's not a whole potato.
It's a potato.
But I mean, it's still going to be wide. Like, a slice of the potato is still going to be as wide as the potato is wide, right?
Right, that's all this is.
Another site quoted by the outlet read, repeat the process for 3 to 5 days. The next 3 to 5 days, leave the slice inside for 30 seconds more each time. The potatoes have astringent properties and help relieve the pain and itchy sensation, which usually happens with this condition. While the ice-cold potato constricts the blood vessels, reduces the swelling, and relieves the pain instantly. This isn't the first time doctors have needed to beg people not to insert food into non-mouth orifices. Over the summer, some British women needed a reminder that inserting ice pops into the vagina does not help you cool off.
Oh my god.
Give some
Yeah,
frosty
don't
back.
do that.
But that, oh man, I was gonna make some dirty jokes right now. I'm gonna abstain from this because I might be going too far.
Okay, I'm just going to click on this article. Stop sticking things in those places. Do you guys, like I said, I turned this off, but
Doesn't seem anything. There's no photos.
all right, just check it. All right, let's see. Well,
Wait, there's
all you need said, I kinda do, Polly, in reference to I don't want to see what's there. So let's find out what's there, remembering all you need is responsible for this. Please stop sticking things in those places. Americans just can't stop sticking things in themselves and each other.
I mean, that's probably true.
It's a hell of a way to put it.
They're not wrong.
Right?
Right?
It sounds pretty homophobic. Renewing an inward-looking annual tradition, Deadspin has released an inventory of items that people have stuffed, shoehorned, and otherwise deposited into human orifices across the nation. Culling emergency room data from the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, the site organized by the list by cavity, ranging from the nostrils to the nether regions. The website did not always specify just why these items ended up where they did. But American ears, for example, attracted all sorts of odds and ends, from unspecified chess piece to a deceased beetle. One person...
Okay.
One person opted for a flammable liquid and filled his ear canal with gasoline.
Whoa.
That's a hell of a solvent to get rid of earwax, for fuck's sake.
Wanted to make sure that his next track would be lit. Sparked up the noise.
American noses were subjected to a startling array of assertions, including a plastic snake and a miniature hockey stick. The commission offered a detailed description of one wayward nasal product involving a raisin. Stuck a raisin right up his nostril. Brother tried to remove it with tweezers, but patient moved, one emergency report read.
I almost got that son bitch, and then Kylie, he had to move.
While accustomed to serving as intake areas, the nation's throats were introduced to a range of troubling foreign invasions. Deadspin's list included orally consumed dog shampoo, glow sticks, rulers, and an asthma inhaler.
I guess they really wanted to get rid of that asthma.
Yeah. Curiously, the other hair-raising highlights included a seemingly mundane piece of stale cake. One feat of guttural acrobatics seemed to be impossible to fathom. Quote, accidentally swallowed a pill bottle while taking his medication. One emergency room report stated.
How does that happen?
I'm thinking there's one pill left in the bottle, and the person tried upending it, it slipped out of their hand, and they swallowed the whole fucking bottle? I don't know.
Oh my god.
I'll be dead. He asks, is TJ Kirk and his bananas on that list? No, but should be. Freak.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Him long ago.
Everyone should have. He still has a reasonably large following, which I find disturbing. Proceeding to south of the penis, the inventory rapidly shifts from mildly distressing to downright dumbfounding, rather. Garden variety objects found in the phalluses included doll shoes and sandal buckles. What? But one especially adventurous male sought to introduce a third ball to his groin, quote, marble in penis. Cut penis trying to get it out, one emergency room report states. You put a marble in your dick hole?
Yeah, that's...
Caught me off guard. Marble in your...
Yeah, like, that, I mean, at that point, this is kind of impressive. Horrifying.
That means he had to take one of those, like, metal rods and all further.
Oh god, yeah, the sound. I hate it.
I didn't know that term. You're worse than I am.
Yep, I know some pretty degenerate shit.
Or an upside down Harley.
Yes. Speaking of which, Far can be found on Twitter under the name Upside Down Harlot or at FarZoosme, and she's open to commissions for all of her wonderful art and stuff like that. My otters and the stickers, one of which Dax owns, lots of great stuff. You can see examples of her art in her merch store. Link below in the description. Shifting genders, American vaginas played an unlikely host to a diverse range of objects. From USB adapters to a small painting kit, a lot of women, or their partners, seem too eager to test the limits. According to health warnings, one woman placed a pack of cigarettes in her vagina, along with a lighter.
What?
Sounds delicious.
Was she trying to sneak it into a prison or something? The list also includes a pointy toy... What's that?
Was she trying to start a kid's smoke?
Ugh. Ugh. And why the whole pack? Why not just one cigarette at a time? Anyway. The list also includes a pointy pig toy placed in an unidentified vagina, but fails to elaborate on the item or its dimensions. I've never heard of a pointy pig toy.
I heard of Peppa Pig toys.
Deadspin took particular relish in detailing 29 items people put in their buttocks. The cornucopia included egg timers, bingo chips, hammers, shot glasses, decorative pumpkins, baseballs, bowling pins, and flashlights. For fuck's sake, you degenerates. While most of the insertions appeared voluntary, there was at least one example of an apparently unwitting recipient. Quote, shoe shine container allegedly intoxicated. Did not know girlfriend inserted object.
Well then.
You know those round disc-like shoe shine? Like the shoe paste and the wax containers? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
The girlfriend shoved it up his butt while he was asleep? Or what? When he was intoxicated, actually. Shoe shine container allegedly intoxicated, did not know girlfriend inserted object. So he was so intoxicated he didn't know his girlfriend shoved a shoe shine wax container up his butt.
I have no words.
Yeah, I don't even think of that one.
Poor dude, I guess.
So that's what was at the result of the hyperlink for. You think they would know better for shoving potatoes up their butts from the warnings that they received and other things.
Yeah.
And staying on the butt theme, we have one more.
You know, after that though, the potatoes seem a lot more tame.
Yeah, you know
gonna
shit's
lie.
getting crazy when that as a home remedy seems reasonable suddenly. Self-described butt lover dismissed as a juror on trial of CIA leaker Josh Schultz.
What? Please tell me this is.
Oh, let's find out.
Please.
One of accused
Dying
CIA
to know.
leaker Josh Schultz jurors was dismissed Thursday on a self-described butt lover who makes fashion accessories for derrieres and was canned for admitting she looked at a press report about the federal case last week. Swyla Weisenberg, a Manhattan resident who designs beauty masks for people's rear ends.
Not Florida.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
She makes beauty masks for people's rear ends, says she was disappointed by her dismissal, but pleased she wouldn't have to continue sitting on a chair in the jury room and in an open court. Quote, sitting in that chair for 5 weeks was like a punishment for my ass, Weisenberg said, before leaving Manhattan federal court Thursday. The West Village resident said she's the founder of Body Beauty, a brand that offers masks, butt facials, and exfoliants for keisters.
I'm sorry, what was that? A butt facial?
Yes, when they're saying butt masks, it's not like a COVID mask. It's like, you know, like a peel, you know?
So happy.
It's a face. She has an entire line of butt masks, butt facials, and exfoliants, all for butts.
Okay, I can understand washing your face. It's your face. You know, that gets really oily really quick. Your ass though?
Yeah.
Your butt?
But they got back.
Why is that so special?
Yeah, I got nothing. I don't even have a
If you're
joke.
gonna be doing like masks and exfoliants for your butt, you might as well do it for your entire body. It's the same skin.
It's a good point. Why are you using special
Same skin
cleansers
type.
on your butt as opposed to your legs and waist and such? Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, the only really different part in your body is your face. And maybe like armpit.
Truth be told, the face is
And a
actually
few
usually more
other-
dirty than your butt.
Yeah.
So. It's true. They proved that on Mythbusters.
Quote, it's like a face mask, but for your butt, Weisenberg said. Weisenberg said that the Schultz trial...
Horrifying.
said that the jury is divided, with people who like her and people who believe the former CIA programmer not to be guilty of the worst leak in the spy agency's history. She admitted Schultz was a, quote, naughty boy for allegedly using tools to give himself access to a restricted CIA network. But he did not believe there was proof beyond a reasonable... But she did not believe there was proof beyond a reasonable doubt that Schultz then stole the agency's spying tools and leaked them to WikiLeaks. Right now, if I had a gun to my head, I'd say no. Federal... God damn it, go away.
Naughty boy.
Yes.
Broken.
Go away. Yeah, he's not a risk to U.S. national security or anything. He's a naughty boy.
No, he's just a naughty boy.
Naughty boy. So naughty.
Federal prosecutors have portrayed Scholl as a vindictive and disgruntled employee who put U.S. security at risk by leaking classified information. The CIA used for spying on foreign adversaries. Quote, these leaks were devastating to national security. The CIA's cyber tools were gone in an instant. Intelligence gathering operations around the world stopped immediately, U.S. Attorney Matthew LaRoche said in his closing arguments Monday. Josh Schultz is no patriot. Far from it. He's a vengeful man and full of rage. Full of rage. Oh, shit. Oh, stop it. There. Deliberations will continue with 11 jurors because of the alternates not in court Thursday, and the judge did not want the case to come to further delay by summoning them. There you go. So the butt facial... you gotta wonder, it's like this lady's just like, oh, what an awesome opportunity to promote my butt facial company. I mean, look this, and this is her, like, looking great. Great.
Yeah, I can see those butt facials are really working for you.
And Holy Reaper says it's not that far out there, Polly. My sister is I've never been able to say this, aesthetician? Esthetician. And she deals with stuff such as ass bleaching. Well, like butthole bleaching? Yeah, okay, but that's... I don't know. Does your butt really need separate treatment? I guess, I don't know. Maybe it does.
You don't treat your butt so well that you need to give it special treatment.
Thank you, RVA Dar, for the $3 tip. Body has CBD for your butt. Inquiring minds. They do? Like, you looked it up? Body products, RVA Dar, has CBD for your butt?
Don't want to know how they know that.
I guess they've got CBD for everything, right? Why not?
Yeah.
CBD for your itches, for your restless leg syndrome, for your butt pimples, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you need apparently is getting censored by YouTube, and I'm on live chat too, so it should be coming through, no problem there. That's strange.
I'm gonna touch the joke about the pun. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think she said that just to connect it.
That's
Right out your butt slide, or
Ooh. Ooh.
I apologize for nothing.
Maybe we need to move on from butts.
Yeah, are you done with the butt stories, Far?
I mean, how many have we had?
Oh, like 3 or 4 in a row. It was unintentional. I just had the one about the gigantic ass lady. That was it.
I'm not even a butt man, and we're talking so much about butts. I hate them now.
So Far, you're gonna remember the Twilight movie, of course, because you're just like that.
You mean the one that you made me watch?
You had
The
already seen
commentary
it.
track that never came out?
No.
Yeah.
The one for the first Twilight movie did come out.
Did it?
Mm-hmm. It's on my...
I don't ever remember.
It's on my never looked at Polydub live streams channel. Yeah, there's actually... that actually exists, guys.
So basically, you're saying you hid it away so that there's plausible deniability.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I want to do it over again because I have a much better grasp on how to do that stuff now. Like, technically, we should do another... Oh, I made her watch it. I made her watch it, and Platty was there, and Lucky Pop-Tart was there later on. We were doing a commentary track to make fun of it. It's to watch along with Twilight and laugh at the movie. That's the point. Anyways, I don't know if you remember this guy. Twilight actor Gregory Tyree Boyce and girlfriend are found dead in Las Vegas.
I don't remember who that was.
Have you seen Twilight, Dax?
No, I watched parts of it and I hate it. Just absolutely hate it. Kristen Stewart's an idiot.
She is an idiot, it's true.
Can't act. She's not all that attractive. God, Robert Pattinson's a pretentious cocksucker. Right.
Yeah, well. So, I don't know, Far, do you remember the scene when Bella's out in the parking lot and a guy comes skidding in on his van and nearly hits Bella and Edward jumps from the other side?
The guy?
The black kid who's driving the van? That's him. That massive role that he had in that movie. I mean, that's it. He's a guy who almost killed Bella. That
big role, yo.
Yeah.
That's who this is.
Yeah. Okay, and what it kills me in this article, like, this is still page 6. This is still the Washington Post, or Jesus Christ. Well, they're around the same level of quality. I mean, the New York Post. They actually claim that, like, he is most well known for that role. I'm like, ouch. It's... Do you remember, like, the last time you see him in the movie is they're sitting in the hospital and, you know, she's getting, like, her eyes checked to see if her pupils are dilating, whatever. And Mustache Dad walks in to the hospital room, and he walks over, and the kid there, this Gregory Tyree Boyce guy, goes, Bella, I'm sorry, I just got scared. And Mustache Dad grabs the curtain, the separation curtain, and pulls it shut, and that's the last time you ever see him in the movie.
Best role ever.
Fucking wow.
All right, our Unholy Reaper is going back to work. All right, man. Thanks for popping in. We'll talk to you later. Twilight actor Gregory. We're laughing. This guy and his girlfriend were found dead. I just. He's found, and his 27-year-old girl.
It's like that guy from Twilight, and well.
Yeah. Right? But I mean, it's just the only people that matter are people that are famous. Am I right?
What happened to them?
So this guy and his 27-year-old girlfriend were found dead in their Las Vegas condo last week, according to a report on Monday. Boyce, 30, and Natalie Addy Poju were pronounced dead on May 13th. Their cause of death is pending a toxicology report.
Of course.
You mean both of them are just found dead, like laying on a couch in a chair, right? You know what I mean? No signs of violence. You know? Wow. As an actor, Boyce was known for his role in the first Twilight movie franchise in 2008. He played Tyler Crowley, who has a crush on Kristen Stewart's character Bella Swan. He does?
Super gross.
Did they ever say that? I don't think they ever.
Might be in the book.
Like, is it supposed to be every boy had a crush on her?
Apparently.
Yeah, I think that's what it was going. First week, kind of like.
Supposed to be the show.
You know, like stand-in.
Oh.
Yeah, like that stand-in, you know, for every girl, which is why the character is so bland. Supposed to be like you see her and you're thinking, wow, that could be me.
Yeah.
It's like I'm really in. So I can only assume.
Stephanie Meyer can't write.
Right.
Yeah, no, she can't.
Most on accident, like, not knowing it. Somebody's like, here, read this. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
It's like, it's a sci-fi thing about alien parasites. Oh, that's kind of cool. I guess the concept, I'll read it. No, I realized it was fucking Twilight halfway through, and I asked, who wrote this? Oh, the same lady who wrote Twilight.
Yeah, I've read that book as well. It's
It had
same level of
potential, and they
quality.
fucked it. Oh, she's so.
That's the same. It's the same with Twilight though. It had potential, but fucked it up because Stephanie Meyer.
Well, Stephanie Meyer didn't realize that fucking vampires aren't goddamn pixies. Start with that.
Well, she started out writing that. That is the first chapter, so you know, all downhill from there.
He also appeared in the short film Apocalypse in 2018. Those are his two acting credits. That's rough. Prior to their deaths, Boyce and Addy Poju have been working on starting a wing restaurant, according to his mother, who posted a tribute on Facebook. And then she wrote,
I love it when they post tributes when you know your kid obviously did something bad. You really don't want to draw attention to that.
yeah, they've been working on putting together a wing restaurant. Boyce had moved to Las Vegas to care for his mother, but would commute to Los Angeles for acting jobs and to see his daughter. In addition to his mother, is survived by a 10-year-old daughter. Ella Adepopo leaves behind a young son, Egypt. Now, look at these two.
Not surprised.
Oh.
They're both.
Why'd you name your kid E?
Yeah, they're both leaving children that neither of them had each other with, and one of them is named Egypt. All right. Yeah. So the Evolved Potato says, I can't find this live stream channel of yours. It might have been pulled down. It's been so long since I've been there. It might have been eliminated as a dead channel when YouTube did their sweeps before last Christmas. Well, it was under Poly live streams or Poly streams. No, Poly streams was that.
I think it was Poly.
Was it Poly streams? Because I thought another channel had that name. I can't remember. It's it's under Poly streams or Poly live streams, something like that.
1 minute.
All right, I will.
No, we're gonna wait.
Might be out.
Who's Amber Tamblyn? Goes all natural on her birthday, and more star snaps. You know what all natural means? She didn't shave her armpits, and she's got her arms over her head and sent the picture out on Twitter. Fuck.
This is gross.
Yeah,
That's what turned me off from like Deadpool 2's version of Domino. First, because she doesn't look anything like the characters, but I can get over that, I guess. But then that nastiness because her boyfriend told her it would be cool.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Polly, would you believe I found it?
What's it under?
Polystreams.
It's under Polystreams. Okay. Ryan Walters there. It's Polystreams.
And would you believe that you're a fucking liar? Because there is no Twilight commentary track up on here.
There's no commentary tracks up there?
No, you lied to her.
No, there's 2 videos.
Okay.
3 years
All right.
recording thing underneath it.
Uh-huh.
They're probably close to 3 years ago.
All right.
And it's the recordings you made reading that fan fiction found out was troll Face the Strange.
Oh, really? It's just Face the Strange is up there.
Yeah.
There's none of the... I still have the Twilight...
Face the Strange.
I never deleted them. I still have Twilight and... Well, not New Moon. And then what are the other...
we never did.
Yeah, what are the other ones called? Midnight Rising and Dawn of Death and... Breaking Dawn? Parts 1 and 2.
One, the third, and the part 1 and 2.
You be quiet, Dax. I hear you disgruntling over there. You leave it alone, man. You watch Chris Chan 37-part documentaries.
So do you.
I was made to.
We watched it together, motherfucker.
We
Yeah. We're in this together. Come on. In it for long.
Yeah, there's a Vault Potato. There's only 2 videos and they're both fanfic, yeah. I thought I had posted... I still have them. I still have the edited ones. But I wanted to do new ones over again, and Far is hot to trot to watch Twilight again, so we're good to go for another recording. We gotta...
Come on. I'll do it, but I'm not gonna be happy.
Hey, Pincala, what's up?
Up.
I don't know why you're so interested in us hearing about your testicles, but alright, man. Whatever. It's cool.
He just likes those letters arranged in that particular way and does not actually imply testing.
Ah.
Yeah. People have flowers, some people have letters.
So Dax.
Yes.
I was asking about DS9 earlier, right? Now, let's just take a look at something here. As far was not able
look
to
at the naked hot chicks. They're awesome.
The naked hot chicks in Deep Space Nine. What are you talking about?
Well, they're nearly naked. They're close.
Oh, the Dabo girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? Okay, now.
Well, that and the fact that actually did.
Let's take a look at this. So, here we have a picture of Dax.
Yes.
Now, does that mug look familiar? We got a whole bunch of. These are the mugs that they drank out of on the Defiant. Whenever they would get something out of the replicator when they were on the USS Defiant, this is what it was replicated into, one of these mugs.
Cool.
Okay. See? There it is again. And again. Again. There's a close-up of Cisco drinking out of it. Now, Star Trek fans know of these mugs. That's why I was wondering if you would ever... if this would seem familiar. Oh, wait a minute. I was not sharing this to chat, for Christ's sake. They don't even know what I'm talking about. There's the mug chat. Sorry about that. Fuck. Oops. In any case, so everybody sees that. There's the mugs. Well, there's Cisco smiling away. He's happy to be drinking his little Ractigino. I want one of these mugs. So I've gone through the trouble to find out where they're from. Like, you know, what makes them what they
Planetary?
are. What's that?
Are they from Planetary?
Planetary? What does that even mean?
Planetary. Like what planet they hail from.
Nah, man. I'm talking about what the fucking prop, bro. Okay. So in any case, it's just take a look at what they are. I bothered to do the research, and if the window ever opens up, I'll show it to you. Slowly here. Slowly. Coming. Don't rush it. Waiting. There we go. So here's a picture of it. That is a thermos JMF model 500.
Pretty
Yes.
amount of space.
What's that?
An amount of space is good for an espresso.
Oh, wow. Man, the thing's fucking huge. It's good for about 18 double shot espressos will fit in there.
Is that what a Ractuccino is?
Klingon coffee is supposedly very, very strong coffee, so yeah, maybe. I mean, I have seen some of them online. Other people have tried creating these things, and in my opinion, they didn't do a very good job. Like, here is somebody's attempt to create one.
Lettering's far too big.
Yeah, and now here's the thing. Far didn't understand why I was going so far with it, but notice the threads for the screw cap. There are no threads on the Star Trek original ones.
I was just thinking that too. It's like the threads looked out of place.
Yeah, I've sanded them down. Now, I'm trying to think of some clever way that I mean, I can get rid of those pretty easily just by, I'm going to cut them off with a hobby knife and then sand the entire thing smooth, and I have really, really fine grit sandpaper to be able to get away with it. But I want to figure out some way that I can still very cleverly use screw-on lid that it comes with, so it can be a true travel mug.
Might have to get some form of sealant. Not necessarily an O-ring, but some.
Oh, yeah. See, I was thinking magnets, but yeah, a really tight friction fit kind of situation. Yeah. Yeah, that could work. These are available on eBay. Thermos brand company doesn't produce them anymore, but the JMF Model 500 in black is still available on eBay, and they're pricey, man, but this is gonna be the only piece of Star Trek merch that I own. I don't own anything. No Starfleet uniforms, no Vulcan sex dolls, no nothing. Yeah, I know. So this, and I'm a big fan of coffee, so I figure this is the Defiant's my favorite ship. So why not have the Defiant mug, man? I even went through the trouble to put together a proper decal based on the lettering. Oops, ragged. I actually have to open it. There it is. The USS Defiant lettering. Oops. Windows. Track. There it is. There. Created that up in Adobe Illustrator. It's a vector file. So yeah, and you can ship it off to laser cutting decal companies where you just email the file to them and they'll be able to laser cut that out of, so you can sticker it on. So this is my plan going forth. So, Far was laughing at me that I wanted to do this, but I
think it's a great plan.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Far, are you still with us?
Yeah? I just kind of started off track.
I might be a little bit nerdy, but they need to zone out on me. Call says $35 hydro dipping would be the solution. $35 hydro. Are we talking about the RL2? Oh, did you look up the mug on eBay and you saw it for $35? Yeah, okay. I'm following you now. But I would love one of these things, man, because it would... You could just get like a regular old coffee mug that's got like the Enterprise or, big Klingon titties on it or whatever. But, I'd rather... Potato says I could do that at my job. That'd be cool. I wish I had access to like a laser cutter, laser programmable cutter. I was poking around on campus, emailing some people like, hey, does the art design... Yes, and the equipment's only for our students. Oh, okay, never mind. But yeah, they've got the perfect laser cutter to do it. But if you are not part of their department or faculty, they are not interested in you coming over and using their stuff, man. Right? Not surprising, is it? There's people from the faculty I'm in, but they're not from the particular department that I'm in, political science, and they can't even use our printers when theirs go down. It's like that. They're just that tight about everything. It's not university policy. It's like, okay, yeah, fine. All right, I think we're going to do last call. And
But we're not going to do the website?
no, we've been going for an hour, 45 minutes, and I only want to go for an hour. So we will do 5G.
Oh, come on.
No, it's only going to get more and more stupendous when we eventually do it far. Look how long it took us to get around to the WikiHow on astral projection, and that was totally fun when we finally did it. Remember, it was like how to astral project to your friends, and you can like haunt them during the daytime if you want to drive people crazy, but you shouldn't. And I'm gonna have to look into what Pincalo says is hydro dipping. Hydro dip a $35 thermos mug. I don't even know what that means. Is it like etching the label on? Probably gone now and can't explain anything. It's fine.
But
I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to.
Hydro dipping is actually just
no,
like.
it's like
It's like what?
no, you go.
It's. Have you ever looked at like just like a standard plastic material and then camo on it? You wonder how the lines got there. Patterns that you normally don't think, hey, you can't put that on there without it being painted. Well, it's not really painting; it's oil based. Make this like little film, set it into water.
Okay.
But the thing you're gonna dip into that, and you kind of just submerge it first. Pull it up, and then whatever pattern's on there, you kind of just let it dry, and then you coat it, and there you go. That's hydro dipping.
Oh. Okay.
Did a lot on
Oh. Okay. Could go about it that way. I mean, that is one thing that I thought about. It's like the decal, I would have to talk to the company where it's like, I want to be able to put this thing in the dishwasher, obviously. Or just wash it by hand and not have the decals that instantly come off as soon as they're touched by warm water, whatever. But I'm sitting there thinking, no, there has got to be some super industrial adhesive decals for cars and different things like that. And they can run through, car washes and shit and not have it come off.
Oh yeah, there's stuff out there.
Shady Grin says, I never got my Shirley Temple. Worst bartender ever. Hey, we only serve alcoholic beverages here, man. I thought we made that clear. I hate typing too much to explain hydro dipping. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. The only person who gets to drink non-alcoholic beverages in the bar is Far, with her juice boxes and her glass of water with a single ice cube. All right, well, if nobody has any follow-up questions, we have done last call, so I think I'm going to have to round everybody up and tell them to go home to their loved ones, or to their crushing loneliness, whatever the case may be.
Hooray!
Voltaire says he just doesn't pay attention. That's why I never pay for drinks. You have to serve yourself. What? I don't pay attention. I'm extremely interactive with my customers, I think. I'd like to think. Otters make bad bartenders. Hey. What other bar can you travel back to 1942 in? And new things are coming up. I was doing editing for the commercial breaks and stuff that we're going to take in the middle of the stream, so everyone could just like take a break and go roll a joint or have a cigarette outside if you can't smoke inside, or get yourself a new drink and not miss anything, that sort of stuff. And then for us to be able to stretch our legs for a second and go do all of those things accordingly as well. Far's a big-time pothead, so she likes to smoke on a consistent basis. What? What?
You're the biggest pothead ever.
No?
You're blazing it up right now.
Absolutely not.
Just continue.
It doesn't matter if you've got like oil and hash and your high THC CBD through your special torches and stuff. You're still smoking weed, Far. You can't, because you're not crushing up buds. Paulie might be an ugly bartender, but he's a shitty mixologist. Wait, that's not the way those sayings are supposed to go. The fuck? Besides, it's 1942. We don't have to be mixologists back here. We pour bourbon, we pour rye, the ladies might get a rye and ginger. That's about the only mixing that goes on, or maybe a martini. About it. In any case, I'd like to thank everybody for coming.
Ask me to make your drinks. I'll make it fun.
Giant glasses of gin and vodka?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Far refuses to use a shot glass to measure her drinks. She refuses to measure her drinks in any way.
Uh-oh.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I can eyeball it.
uh-huh. Yeah, you should see the way she pours. Fucking lead hand FarZoosme over there. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming by tonight and keeping us company. I'd like to thank FarZoosme and Dax Orien for keeping me company at the bar. I'd like to thank everybody who donated. Greatly appreciate your tips. Help keep the bar open and keep it running and get me ever closer to a non-potato computer when my potato will evolve to vodka. And then I'll be able to have actual animated backgrounds with things other than fire GIFs and stuff like that, like actual animations and other fun things. And be able to open stuff and do videos. Holy shit, how sweet will it be when I can finally play videos and they won't be all super fucking choppy? I won't have my CPU running at like 98% of its capacity. I'm sorry, what was that?
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, it would be pretty fucking sweet, alright. Who measures their drinks? It's eyeballing all the way. Well, when you're like 110 pounds like Far, I really think you probably should be measuring your fucking drinks. In any case, thank you everybody for coming by. Thank you for the donations. Thank you, Evolved Potato, for posting our links in chat. And there it is. Everybody have a good night, and we'll talk to you again soon. Later.